The man who is sitting today as an overcomer is not always smiling. Sometimes they cry even on the throne because they remember in regret opportunities missed. Some of these principles that they did not adhere to, I was sent by that overcomer to you to tell you the mistake you are making has been made by someone, and the end of it is not joy. You have a chance to correct it now. The lack of wisdom that you are doing now, someone has done it for you already. He finally became an overcomer, but there are things. The man called Abraham, even though he was a patriarch of faith, don't forget, Ishmael came and Ishmael fought Isaac. He still fights Isaac till today. And so the lesson from the overcomer called Abraham is that impatience will always make you give birth to what fights your promise. Make sure you don't just say, I am a seed of Abraham. Learn from the pain of the patriarch. If you were to meet with David today, David will tell you that I was a great man after my God's heart, but there were mistakes I made with my life. Do not make that mistake. How about Solomon the wise? You will see him seated today, and if you were to see Solomon, he will tell you, read the book of Ecclesiastes for the next 1 month, and he will cry while he's saying it. Read the book of Ecclesiastes and give it to every successful person to read. That of writing many books there is no end, and much study is a weariness to the body. But this is the conclusion of the matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, he said, for this is the whole duty of man. If you were to meet the man Paul, seated as an overcomer, he will say, I have a message for you. Know God early. Know God early. It will save you a lot of problems. Know God early. If you were to meet Esau and meet Jacob, they would tell you, do not sell your destiny for a pottage of stew. It is not worth it. Do not sell your birthright because you are hungry. Endure. Your birthright is greater than your hunger today. And then, if you sit and watch the greatest overcomer of all times, he's called the King of Kings. He seated himself upon that throne. Let me tell you what he will tell you. Come unto me, all ye that are heavy laden and are weary, and he will tell you, I can give you rest. Rest from yesterday, rest from pain, rest from misery, rest from curses. I can give you rest. He says, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. You shall find rest indeed for your soul. Take my yoke upon you. If you meet the overcomer, he will tell you, no matter how your sins are, I paid that price for you as proof of love. You may not be able to do anything about yesterday, but you can start afresh today and make meaning with your today for a great tomorrow. We are surrounded by overcomers. They are called a great cloud of witnesses. I've been assigned by the Spirit to glean from their wisdom and to share with you tonight irrefutable, destiny-defining principles that have turned ordinary men to become champions, hoping that soon enough in your lifetime you will have a chance to sit upon this rare throne that not many sit on as an overcomer yourself. That your name will be turned from Joshua Selman to an overcomer, from Mary, from Grace to an overcomer. That people will look at you and indeed you will be called an overcomer. Please rise up on your feet. Please hold the hands of someone by your left and right. I am victorious. I have overcome. I am victorious. I have overcome. I am whilst you are holding the hands of your neighbor left and right, I want you to pray a very simple, sincere prayer from the depth of your heart. You're going to say, Lord, cause my neighbor to become an overcomer, that they do not ignore this lesson that has come from the pain of overcomers. Go ahead. That is your only prayer for tonight. Pray for your neighbor.